Alright, Mr. Brighton. I just wanted to ask you a few questions about how Zambia is developing. So, first off, what does poverty mean to you?
Poverty means people cannot afford to live well by getting enough food to look after themselves properly.
Okay. Do you see lots of people around here living in poverty?
Yes. The majority of the people who are around here living in poverty.
Yeah. Okay. And what is the role for these people of development? How can it help them? Zambia's development.
If they are trained or they are given incentives, some of them are ready to develop. But the problem is when it comes to our nation, they will just talk somewhere there, but they don't come to the ground to see to it that they help the economy.
Can you describe to me what you think of food aid, like that CARE gives out?
On food aid, I don't like the handout system of giving people food. That's why the Zambians have turned into lazy people. The best is the way you are doing it, to teach a person to grow for himself, then later on become self-reliant. Not to bring bags of maize from London, America, just to end up giving without training the person. That one is a disease.
Have you seen many people suffer from that, just getting food?
Yeah. The 3/4 of my people here today are turned into beggars because of the same system.
Really? So what do you think Zambia needs?
Zambia needs materials, training to the people that are ready like me. They train me to do what I want to do, then help me a bit to start up that thing, then allow me, keep on monitoring me till such a time that I have known, then let me also train other people so that we don't become beggars.
What is it that you want to do?
Me, I've gone deep now into agriculture. So we need implements. If we can have the implements that will allow us, then we can have the land is there.
Okay.
The land is there. The only thing that we need is better training to say if you want to grow things like cabbage, you should be. We were teaching us to grow so well.
Okay. Do you have any incentives to help you teach other farmers?
We have the capacity. Once trained, we can move around. Like now, we have the smaller vehicles to allow us to go. Maybe to sit down when you are there, you can call for a meeting to say this is what I've been trained. Can we have people from you to do the same?
What's the benefit for you to go out of your way to do these things instead of just concentrating
It's
on your
to allow me to have a better community that is not going to turn to me alone as the only food payment.
Okay.
Yes.
What do you think is the role of the government for Zambia's developing?
The role of the government, if it was a normal government, was to make sure the resources are shared equally to the people. And each area, if possible, should have people who keep on monitoring, not just to talk. Like the way I can put it this way, maybe let me put it this way. The minister will be coming on Friday, just to see the results. But he has never sent, even the so-called extension officers we have in agriculture, will never come. It's only you now that are teaching people to say go back to Sogam. But the actual people that are trained for that are not seen.
So if you could say one thing to the minister on Friday, what would it be?
We are ready to tell him. In fact, I've already organized people. These people who came up with these chairs, we're planning to say up something. We have got a slight problem like now. The way the agreement one we have over the animals. We hear the cooperative got some animals from livestock. They trust. But the agreement first was to say the farmer will be assisted with a heifer, that is in-cow. But you ended up getting old things, which were maybe 5-10 years old. If you want to help a farmer, you should give him a farmer an old thing that comes to die, then now say you pay. When you are killing our trust from that, from the way to go.
So what do you want to say to the minister?
The minister should know that that contract we signed with those people is not done in good faith.
Okay.
So let him maybe assist us. Because now I'm told each farmer will be forced to pay. Even those that died, there are some that died of ailment, not to the carelessness of a farmer. But those that brought them say you have to pay. But where do I get the money?
How much did they pay for their dairy cows? Or what
In the first incident, we knew it was going to be 3.5. But in the last incidents, now it's 4 million plus, I'm told, insurance.
So what do you think is the role of the West, like rich countries like US and Canada and England?
The role of those people is them are now developed. They have the capacity. They have the people that are trained. What we want, if they could help us bring more people who are trained into doing certain things on agriculture to teach us, even when they go back, leaving us with the knowledge, then some of us will be able to look after ourselves.
Okay. And why do you think I have come here?
It's the same, because you've discovered that maybe we have very few people that have volunteered to help people on the ground. So maybe you decided to say, let me also go and do or help the people in the rural areas. Because most of the people like to clean in town where they maybe take clean water. But you decided to come and join the communist person, and you are now sleeping in the village.
Okay.
To maybe learn how those people are living all around.
And what do you think about Canadians in general, from having met myself and Mike?
The people that I give more, I've stayed with a lot of white men. The Canadians, let me say, Danish, to be on the side of an African are the boss. The whites are okay. They come here for help.
Yeah.
Yes, they really come here to help. But the others only come here to steal from the communist people, like my friends who I'm staying with nearby me, who only come here to look for land, then later on manipulate over the land. Which, of course, I think if it was me,
Okay.
that's not normal.
What do you know about the Zambia's debt to rich countries? Do you know about that? Foreign
Currently, we are told most of the debts were cancelled after we reached the epic completion point.
Yeah.
Then we paid back. I think now it's a bit normal.
Does that make a difference for you, having the debts cancelled?
Yeah, it makes it, as long as the people that are currently involved in the asking lobby for more debt or lobby for more help, don't we do the same way the others did after getting the money which is supposed to be plowed into the sausage, you hammer it. If normal people are given the work to, when I'm given money to say plow it into the agricultural part, I'm not supposed to divert the money to another program, expecting it to yield differently. And you end up not paying back the loans.
I see. And what do you think of how much Zambia relies on importing from different countries?
We are still importing a lot of things from outside.
Do you think that's good or bad?
It's bad. It's bad. We have the soil, we have the land.
Yeah.
I can give you an example again of this area. You see where we've come from. The Zambezi is just less than a kilometer. If we had pumps here, this could have been a food basket.
Yes, definitely.
You see?
I agree. And what do you think of Zambia's level of education?
It's poor.
What needs to be done?
A lot of schools. In my papers, I always start, when I'm having a talk with people, I always start with education. If only we could improve on our level of education standards, then we expect to have a better Zambia, maybe in future. Without education, then you become a coward or an enemy of yourself. Yes, without education, you cannot do anything.
And what about Via's level of hospitals and healthcare?
It is still very low, very poor.
Yeah.
It's only the few that have managed to get money that are training their children, of which now it will mean the majority won't benefit.
Okay.
So we need to build a lot of schools. Maybe a lot of money should also be plowed back into education, so that at least we can build the people.
So what are you doing to help Zambia develop?
Me currently, that's why I'm involved in the growing of maybe vegetables to help Zambia develop. I also, I'm trying, like following the cooperative manifesto to make sure what I do should also benefit the other man, not on monetary form, but like what I did in my small portion there. This year, I was assisting the other local farmers too. I have the capacity to buy seeds. So I was germinating seeds, some for sale, some to help with farmers so that they pay back after they've grown enough food for themselves. Once they start reselling, they can pay me back.
Okay, good.